Hello everyone and welcome to Cinderful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the Grey. Today's video, we're going to chat Domitan's Stormcoven for Warhammer Age of Sigmar Warcry. Now, you can find the rules for this warband in White Dwarf issue 492. If you want to go pick up that White Dwarf, it is the one with the giant Space Marine Terminator on the front, but we have the Warcry rules for all the warbands from the Dire Chasm season of Warhammer Underworlds in there. That'll be Ephelim's Pandemonium, Domitan's Stormcoven in there, obviously Skavik's Plague Pack, and the Headsman's Curse as well. So, with that said, we're going to go through all the abilities we have here, some of the ones that are from Thunderstrike and Domitan's Stormcoven's special ones as well, and then we'll take a look at each fighter in turn. Just something to mention as well, Domitan's Stormcoven, their rune mark also counts as the Thunderstrike Stormcast rune mark. This is the force you actually take them in. If you do want to include them as allies, as long as you include Domitan, the other members don't take up any ally slots, but if you include, say, Sarpon first, he will take up an ally on his own, but if you include Domitan, Sarpon, and Leona will only take up the one ally slot. So, with that said, the abilities we have generic from Stormcast coming across. We've got Thunderous Departure, as long as we don't have the Beast rune mark or both the Scout and Fly rune marks. We can make a fighter fight when we're taken down. We've got to do some damage to the attacker. And then Blaze of Glory as well. A fighter can only use this ability if they have 15 or more damage points allocated to them. They can make a bonus attack. And Shocking Awe means if we take down an enemy fighter, we get a bonus move or bonus attack. So, pretty cool abilities to have access to. Now, ability-wise, we have Aether Force, which is +1 toughness and +2 move for a double, which is just really solid all up. And then we've got a special ability each for one of Domitan's Stormcoven's members, and we'll talk about them in just a second when we look through all the different fighters. Today's video is brought to you by Gap Games, a fantastic retailer in Australia for a variety of different miniature war games. If you'd like to help support the channel, we have an affiliate link where by clicking on and purchasing, you'll help support the channel, but you'll also help support Gap Games, which is a fantastic servant to the community. And so, first of all, here we have Domitan himself. Now, 30 wounds, defense 5, so pretty solid right from the get-go. Aether Force on him is amazing, because it'll take him to defense 6, but also move 6, which is really nice for a Stormcast. Now, he's got the leader rune mark there as well. Now, he has a ranged attack, as you would expect, most sort of wizard one, 3 to 7 inch range, 2 attacks, strength 4, 3, 6 on the damage. But he's also got 3 attacks at strength 4, 2, 4 on the damage with a 2 inch range in melee as well. Now, his big one is he's going to be able to use a quad for Electrokinetic Blast. You pick a point on the battlefield within 12 inch visible to him, and roll a number of dice equal to the value of the ability. For each 4+, allocate D3 damage points to each enemy fighter within 3 inches of that point. I mean, that is insanely good. If you can get a big damage roll on that, you know, 4+, if you can get 6, 3d3 damage on each, yeah, it could be really good. I mean, if this spikes, this could just wipe enemies out wholesale, like big clusters of enemies out, if you can wipe this. And what's really cool is you sort of do one lot of rolling here. So you roll a number of dice equal to the value, and then roll a 4+, and then D3 to each enemy fighter. It's not rolling for each enemy, it rolls as one. So if this spikes, it spikes on everything. If it doesn't do as well, it doesn't do as well on anything though. So it has its ups and downs. Next we have Leona Stratosi, 200 renown as well. Same as Domitan, all of them coming around that, 28 wounds, 5 defense, 4 movement, solid. Her ranged attack is actually a little bit better than Domitan. She's got 3-7 on her damage here, which is cool. 2-4, but only 3 attacks, so she's a little bit better at range. I mean, 3-7 is a nice crit. Her big thing is the triple for rushing gales until the end of the battle round. Friendly fighters with the Domitan Stormcoven rune mark can fly when making moves. This is really, really good. Especially if you've got, you know, a triple and then you have a couple of doubles in there as well. Like, this combines really nicely together. Super solid ability. It's going to be really good, like, late game or trying to chase your opponent if they're going over terrain, getting away from you. Really useful with Stormcast as well. Like, having flying models in Stormcast that actually can do the punch like these guys can is nice. All in all, I think Leona and Domitan are both really, really solid. I think it'll be great additions to a Thunderstrike warband. And lastly, we have Sarpon the Cyclone as well. Same stat block there, base as Leona Stratosi. 3-6 on his range, but he's got 4 attacks in melee. His big one is Scouring Blows. He gets crits on a 5, which is pretty solid. 2-4 to be able to do crits on a 5 is nice. It can only be his melee attack action, so it can't be on the range there. 195, he's solid. He is what he is. I don't think he's anything particularly special. Is he anything better than 195? Like, there are probably other fighters I would take over him in a Thunderstrike Warband. I think, for me, Leona and Domitan working together is pretty good, because you're only requiring, like, for that super movement sort of double is a triple and 2 doubles. Sarpon sort of eating up another double. Yeah, I think he is definitely the weak link, but, he's not bad by any shout. Like, he is decently defensive, decently tanky. You're going to be able to hold treasure really nice. Like most Stormcast characters his size. But with that said, that is all of it for Domitan. They just have 3 models in the Warband. I think they're an interesting bunch of characters to add. They've got some really interesting abilities. They've got some extra movement, especially for Thunderstrike Stormcast, where we don't have that many fast-moving actual Stormcasts. A lot of the fast-moving pieces are generally the Gryph-hounds, bringing them into the force. So having these is super good. I think these will definitely have a place in most warbands you're trying to take. So yeah, if you've got some ideas, some thoughts about them, let us know your thoughts about Domitan, Stormcoven, and the rules for Warcry down in the comments below. And that's the end of the video. We hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and also drop a comment down below letting us know what you thought about the video. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our fine little community here at Sinful Gaming, we have a Discord server linked down in the video's description. Also linked down in the video's description are the best ways to help support the channel. You can use one of our affiliate links to Gap Games or Element Games if you're in Australia or the United Kingdom, or you can subscribe to our YouTube members or Patreon, or grab some merch from our merch stores on Teespring or Ko-fi. All the best ways to help support the channel. As a special thanks to all our Patreon and YouTube members, we'd like to give them all a shout out. So thank you to our Patrons: Broken Chef, Andy C, Grimskull, Colorblind Magic, Benjamin Swallows, James Cater, Mark Harvey, Domir, Average Wargamer, JJ Austrian, Cure Dynamic, Andrew Bowen, Outer and Shot First, Kenny Lowell, and Soren. And to our YouTube members: Green Roots Gaming, Ronya, Lock Lorick, the Johnny84, Broken Chef, Ariana Edwards, Monty's Tabletop Terrain, James